Published 2043 EDT, 24 September 2017. Updated 0607 EDT, 25 September 2017. On the gravy train, Sir Richard Branson is set to net a £24 million payout from his company's under fire West Coast rail service. Virgin owner Sir Richard Branson is in line for a £24 million payout from his company's under fire West Coast rail service. Sir Richard owns 51% of the route between Glasgow and London Euston, meaning he will receive a share of a £47 million dividend. The rest goes to Cooner Stagecoach. The line generated profits of £66.8 million in the year to March despite customer anger at poor service and cramped carriages. Figures from the Office of Road and Rail show Virgin's East and West Coast franchises generate more complaints than any rivals. Passengers have criticized the company for its Gestapo-like ticketing policy. Campaigners say travelers are forced to pay huge sums for a simple mistake when they have accidentally paid the wrong fare, something many blame on Virgin's complicated pricing structure. The operator has also been criticized for expensive fares, with a standard single anytime ticket for the Faranda Halford journey from London to Glasgow priced on its website last night at £182.50. Transport consultant Robert Flello, a former member of the Commons Transport Committee, said passengers would be sickened by the payout for Sir Richard, 67, who is worth an estimated £4.9 billion. Figures from the Office of Road and Rail show Virgin's East and West Coast franchises generate more complaints than any rivals. Pictured is a West Coast train at Euston in London where Flello regularly travels on the West Coast Main Line from his home in Stoke-on-Trent to London. He described the fares, which can cost more than £100, as pretty poor value. Virgin West Coast has been criticized by passengers over the cost of walk-in fares. Last night, for example, return fares available from London for travel this morning and returning tomorrow included £201.60 from Euston to Glasgow Central, £260 to Manchester, and £220 to Chester. A similar return fare to Lancaster cost £89 and one to Birmingham New Street was £56. And an anytime single fare to Glasgow would have cost £182.50. Virgin West Coast generated 154 complaints per 100,000 passengers last year, with the figure for its East Coast service 109. In contrast, there were only 16.9 complaints per 100,000 for Northern Rail and 9.9 for Merseyrail. He said Branson built his empire by offering great customer service. Perhaps he should remember that when he is counting his £50 notes. As a Virgin customer myself, I know many people will be sickened to think he is getting so much cash while we are getting such poor value for money. Mr. Flello said standard return fares between Stoke and Euston cost between £60 and £70, even if bought weeks in advance. Watchdog Transport Focus has raised concerns that Virgin's hardline approach on ticket terms and conditions had resulted in a rise in the number of appeals against the rail firm in recent months. The problems have been compounded by poor quality responses from the Virgin customer services team, Transport Focus said. Earlier this year, Virgin promised to hire 25 more staff to handle passenger complaints on its West Coast franchise. A spokesperson for Virgin Trains on the West Coast said, "We have a strong record of innovating for our customers and consistently top the long-distance franchise operators for passenger satisfaction, thanks to industry-leading initiatives such as automatic delay repay tickets in our onboard entertainment system, Beam. We continue to focus on giving our customers the best deal possible, and the recent launch of advance purchase tickets on the day could save them up to £15.5 million a year. This investment in our services, both on our trains and at stations, has seen passenger numbers grow 6% in the last year. We also paid more than £230 million to the government and taxpayers.